Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Show me you're live. Let me know you're alive. Let me know if the wind noise is really bad. I'll go inside. Just had an interaction with the officer a second ago. He was very professional. Officer Pat, badge number 260. So you can contact him and give him some kudos. He's not busy now, so you can call the Killeen Police Department number and give him some kudos. Oh, this one don't have nothing on it. But yeah, let me know if the wind noise is bad. What's going on, R Guy 936? Hope all is well with you. So I'm up here at the KPD, Killeen Police Department. We're doing a meet and greet. And I've had a few people already came up here, and I was speaking with them before I went live. They all just wanted to just stop by to say hello and let me know that they are behind me, and just we talked about the situation for a little bit, but they didn't stick around too long. So now I'm going live and waiting on to see if anybody else shows up, and yeah, just to chop it up with you guys. I hope everybody had a good Christmas, and yeah, let me know if the wind noise is really bad. I'm trying to cover up the mic portion, so let me know if it's too bad. But yeah, so I just got an email from someone who reached out to help me with the case. They sent me a ton of information that I'm going to be digesting the rest of the day, and I was like, man, I'm just because I've been in touch with a few attorneys, but I'm still kind of in the vetting process. I just don't want to connect with anybody, because who knows what type of agenda someone may have. So you got to make sure that when you do decide to pick some counsel, that you vet them very properly. Try to find out if they're a good match for you and your situation, because you can't pick up a criminal. You don't want to like pick the wrong type of criminal attorney. Like your charges for this thing, but they specialize in something totally different. So you want to pick someone that's right along your avenue as far as the charges that you've been charged with, so you're not getting someone that's inexperienced in what you're needing to get accomplished. So it's important that you ask questions and ask them how long they've been doing this, how many cases have they gotten, have they beat, or what's their resume. Pretty much, they the ones that are you're acquiring their service, but they the ones that are wanting to be hired by you. So it's important that they give you all that information and let you know, hey, this is why you need to hire me. You know what I'm saying? So don't just go picking up on anybody. That's why it's been taking me a while, because I've been kind of iffy, kind of sketchy, kind of nervous, kind of everything. I'm just trying to take each step with precaution. That's why I stopped doing the interviews, because you never know what type of motives people have. So I had to stop doing the interviews and just dealing with people that I'm comfortable with dealing with. So and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to tap in with everybody and say hello. Show me some love. How everybody doing? Hey, bow tie that like button for me while y'all in here. Bow tie that like button. But yeah, like I said, I got an email from somebody that reached out. He sent me a bunch of like policies. I'm like, man, where the hell this shit been? I would have had all kind of content, because I got pretty much a gang of videos of people violating policies and stuff, but it takes forever to try to get those records when you try to do the records because they send you emails from their lawyers telling you why they shouldn't be giving it to you, and so you got to go through a whole process just to get the little bit of information that should be readily available. Why should I have to go through 30 people in a team of lawyers just to get a policy on identifying yourself upon request? These are people that we pay, we employ, so it shouldn't be no if, ands, or buts about whether or not it's lawful for me to receive that type of information. So, it's just been a big runaround anytime you're dealing with, these officials and trying to get information that you rightfully deserve, and that should be readily available. I'm not sure if you know that, but per the Texas Public Information Act, um, certain items or most items should be like policies and stuff. All that stuff should be ordinances, and all that stuff should be readily available for inspection. You don't have to request it to receive it. You can either make an appointment or just show up to inspect it. Just to read the policy. They have to have it readily available, and just to be sure that it's, you can inspect it to make sure it's the most current version, and and they have to follow the law and grant you those requests for access to that information. But it seemed like they just like to give you the runaround with everything. So it's just been a little headache. But this week I got a team of people that's behind me, and we about to gain a lot of ground this week. I'm excited to meet with everybody and getting our game plan together. But yeah, I didn't want too much. I didn't want to take up too much of the time, but I just wanted to kind of show y'all what's going on. I'm out here literally at the Killeen Police Headquarters. I will give y'all another tour, but I don't think the chief in today, so I probably won't run into him again. I got a video getting ready to come out that's gonna detail. It's gonna detail, like, how my video been kind of going crazy, but everybody's been doing their reaction to my video. But the only thing that hadn't been put out is my reaction from the video. So you're gonna get a very detailed thoughts about what was my mind frame and what was my thinking and my reaction to the events that happened that night. So I know you're gonna love it because it's me. I'm the one that it happened to. So you're gonna see why was I saying the things that I was saying, why was I doing the things that I was doing, and my take on the whole situation. So I definitely look forward to. I'm already been cooking it up all morning. So I should have it out there sometime within the next couple of days. So, and then I'm gonna have like some conversations that I've had with people. I'm gonna have all that stuff kind of merged into the whole video. So I'm excited to get that out there. Y'all definitely gonna love that. So, but again, I also got the what's it called, the handcuffs today. I mean, I keep messing it up. It's a few videos that I done messed it up. I done biased. That's why I had to dumb it down. And so the name of the video is gonna be handshake today, handcuffs tomorrow. So that's kind of like my policy. So I'm still waiting on FMV to get up, File My Veteran to get up to 6.5K subscribers before I send him the first installment of a three. It's like a 3-4 part series that I'm gonna be sending him because it's a lot of content. Excuse me, but so if you don't already subscribe to File My Veteran, go ahead and subscribe. Get his numbers up, so the sooner the better. And then I'm gonna be sending that through there. But I got some good content coming out for the near future, and I've still got a lot of things that I'm working on. And I'm ready to work. Like anybody, these Texas guys, we all need to come together, man. Like all y'all, the Texas News Now Ninja, Horizon City News, all y'all, we need to make a y'all need to merge. Y'all need to come down here, and especially on January the 8th. I'm expecting all the Texas guys. To shout out to the Batu side. I'm looking for you to be there too. If y'all know the Batu side, I'm gonna reach out to him. I haven't yet, but I plan on reaching out to him and seeing if he can show up to the rally on the 8th. That is gonna be right here as well, right here in the same location. So Batuta, if you out there, if you're in the area, if you can make it out here, I would be more than happy to see you and meet you and get some words from you about the Turner versus Driver situation, and just kind of educating the people at the rally to about our rights as journalists, and I'm starting to realize that I'm not the only one. Like, I mean, I realized it, but I didn't realize the magnitude. Like, literally everybody that's walking around with cameras recording police are catching these type of charges, little bullshit charges, and just making up bullshit, and it all it is just trying to tie us down and tie our money down, tie our time down, and trying and intimidation. That's pretty much what it is. That's why I didn't take that man serious that night. I'm like, there's no fucking way that you're gonna be arresting me for free speech. There's no way you can be that dumb. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I never took him serious. He asked me for ID. I'm like, why the fuck would I give you my ID and I ain't committed no crime? So I just felt the whole time he was just trying to intimidate me, which I think he really was. I don't think he truly wanted to arrest me. I think he was just trying to get my identification. And when I scoffed at his ass and I said, "You funny," because like I said, I don't take you serious if you asking me for my ID because I'm trying to inform these young boys of their rights, something that you should have been doing. So I'm like, I'm not just gonna sit there and let you violate somebody's rights right in front of me, and I got a fucking camera right on you. So, nah, it ain't gonna go down like that. So I took that ride, but I think he was just trying to intimidate me, and I don't think he planned on arresting me. I just think he just wanted to intimidate me and try to get my identification. But what's going on, man? Good morning. Much love to you as well. Yeah, definitely go subscribe to the 5 Mile Veteran. Hashtag BBN, yes sir. Yeah, but everything is good. Everything is gonna be all right. What else I wanted to say? I forgot what else I wanted to say, but yeah, definitely be tapping in with everybody on a regular basis. I got some good content coming out. So I'm not going to take up all of your time unless y'all got some questions for me. I'll stick around for a couple of minutes. But so if y'all got any questions, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Hit that like button while you here. Bow tie that like button for me. And I'm missing the bow tie today too because this collar big as hell. So my bow tie was kind of squeezing the collar too tight. So I'm like, I'm gonna go without the bow tie today. But I got Big B Nation with me now. I don't go nowhere without that. That's for sure. Y'all let me know if that wind noise is too bad. What's going on, Auntie? You got all my family up in here. Hope everybody is well. I don't know if y'all know, but Kibo is my moderator. That's my son. So shout out to Kibo. Y'all subscribe to him, get his numbers up. And yeah, that's my son. He does the moderating for me. I definitely appreciate him. Hit that bow tie, that like button. What's going on, family? Yeah. So I got a video. Like I said, I got a video that's coming out. I don't really talk about how they treated me in jail. That'll probably be a separate video, but I do got one coming out where, what's up, Mazanga? What's going on with you, baby? But yeah, I definitely got one coming out that details the actual video, and then I will be creating the video about how I was treated once I got in jail. because I'm definitely coming for everybody. Everybody's gonna get held accountable. Mainly the people in that jail and that supervisor. Those I'm not even tripping about Pussy Patterson. Pussy Patterson, he just I feel like he was just dumb and he was just being a bonehead. He shouldn't have been a supervisor. He never should have been a supervisor because a supervisor wouldn't have acted like that. A supervisor would have tried to de-escalate it and get confirmation before you slap cuss on somebody standing on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Just exercising free speech. You cannot criminalize a constitutionally protected activity. So I just think he was just ignorant, and his ego came into play big time. So I'm not even tripping about Pussy Patterson. I'm tripping about Booty Baez. That's who I want to be held the most accountable that night, because he was the top guy on the shift. He's the guy that I've been calling about that whole time. Get your supervisor down here before you make a big mistake. I told him that. And Pussy Patterson, Booty Baez was the supervisor. And it's crazy because I have another video that literally talks about my case. I had a conversation with Booty Baez on another incident separate from the night I got arrested. I have a recorded conversation about the exact same reason why I got arrested. Because we had a similar situation where it was a lady that was getting accosted. It was some type of shooting in my neighborhood, and I'm on the block. They looking for it. It was one of the videos that was real dark. If you look on my videos, you're gonna see the real dark video. You're gonna see that I had a confrontation with an officer named Cruz, and so he was shining the light in my face because I did the exact same thing for the reason I got arrested. They started knocking on doors trying to investigate the shooting, and some lady opened up the door with she opened up the door with a baby in her hand. And I'm like, nah, this not good. Now you got 5 people with guns standing around your house. So I'm just informing her, just like I did on that night I got arrested or I got kidnapped. I'm just informing them of their rights. So I just verbalize. I'm standing on the public sidewalk, just like I was the night they kidnapped me. I'm standing on the public sidewalk and I verbalize, ma'am, you can close your door at any time. You don't have to assist them in their investigation. And so they started telling, hey, you same thing. You're interfering in my investigation. I verbalized at that point. Speech cannot be deemed interference. I told him that night, and so that's when Cruz started hitting me with the strobe. You know, he had to start having the strobe and flashing in my eyes and my camera. So I'm like, I told him the same thing. You violated my First Amendment right. I have a right to record, and you violating that by hindering my camera with the light. And so I'm like, I need your supervisor on the scene. And they Killeen PD have a hard time getting supervisors on the scene, but that night in question they did get the supervisor, and the supervisor was Booty Baez. So Booty Baez show up on the scene. I put him on the witness stand. What's your name and badge number for the first and foremost? Give me that name and badge number, because that's what the lawyer gonna ask you when you hit that witness stand. State your name for the record. Anytime you talking with public officials, I don't care if it's the garbage man picking up your trash. If he make contact with you, what's your name? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and ID number? If you don't have a badge number, you put them on the witness stand so that there's no question about who you were talking to on the time in question. So that night, Booty Baez showed up. I said, "What's your name and badge number?" He gave me his name and badge number. He was very professional that night. But so I asked him, I'm like, is that okay for you for this man to shine this light in my face like that for standing on the sidewalk recording and informing people of their rights? He said, well, if you're interfering with an investigation, I said no. There's no interference. I said again, I'm gonna ask you again. When is it okay? When is it ever okay for an officer to shine light in somebody's eye? If you know how bright those lights are, you would be fucking highly irritated when a cop does that. So, and then on top of that, they're stopping you from recording them in the course of their duties. That's that's Supreme Court rulings that have said that we are allowed to do these type of things. So why are you trying to prevent me from doing it? Is there something that you're trying to hide or what? But so I've noticed this over this little bit of time that I've been doing this, which has only been 2, maybe 3 months max, that the ones that are shining the light and trying to stop you from doing the things that you're doing, like when I got kidnapped that night, those are the guys that you need to be watching. Because I know there's plenty of cops that I've came up on the scene and recorded them, and they act like they didn't even see me. You know, I'm a cameraman. It's not like I'm a threat. I don't even carry weapons on these stops, and so, you know, most cops, they just do their job. If you're doing your job the way you're supposed to do it, you shouldn't have to worry about the camera. But the ones that seem to have a problem with the camera are the ones that are doing the dirt. So like I said, I talked with Blvd Baez on that night in question, and I had that conversation with him. You can't deem. He said, if you're interfering, you know you can go to jail for that. I said, you can't criminalize a constitutionally protected activity. I told him on that video. So you would think that night he would have probably did his research. Let me make sure that I wasn't telling him the right thing, because he sounded like he might have knew what he was talking about. You think he went and looked at his policy on interference or the laws on interference that night? Obviously not, because when I got arrested, I asked for the supervisor, and guess who shows up to the cell after I begged them to get the supervisor? They tried to force physical harm on me if I didn't fingerprint or I didn't identify myself. I said, look, I'm not trying to fight y'all. I'm not trying to be violent, none of that. All I'm trying to do is get the supervisor that I've been screaming about the whole time. I just want to speak with him so he can verify that these charges under his assumption is lawful. That's all I need. Once I verify with this supervisor, then I'll give you everything you need to know. And so when the supervisor came down, this fucking Blvd Baez, and I put his ass on the witness stand again. What's your name for the record? Because there's cameras inside the cell and there's camera outside the cell. And I verified that those cameras were working. I was in cell number 24, and I asked them, are those cameras working? Is that camera, every camera I pass by, is that camera working? Is that camera working? The one in the car, is your body cam? You heard me in the video, is your body cam on? You got to ask all these questions and make sure that it's documented, so when it hit court, there's no question about it. No question about it what transpired on that night, because it's verbalized, and you spoke to them about it during the situation. So Blvd Baez came down there, and he I saw, did you speak with Coochie Crumb or Pussy Patterson? And he you could tell by the way he responded that he never even spoke to the guys before he came down there. So I'm like, so you saying that the arrest was lawful? I said, go get the statute that you charging me with. Let's look at the statute. I'll show you exactly where it says that this is an unlawful arrest. And he said, I'm not getting that, and I don't have to. I didn't have to come down here to speak to you. I'm like, dude, we paid for you to do that to me, so you're on our time, you're on our tax dollar. You have an obligation to come down and speak with me. Don't say that. But that's why I call him Blvd Baez, because he asked. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I'm really pissed off about, is the supervision. That's what I've been screaming about this whole time, is they don't have a lieutenant on nights. I feel like if there was a lieutenant on a night shift, they would have that would have never happened, because the same guy that accosted me, Pussy Patterson, he's pretty much the same rank as Blvd Baez. So he's like, let me get your supervisor. He did like this. Look at my sleeve. I am a supervisor. You a fucking clown. That's what you is. Because you're making a big mistake, and you need to get somebody above you. That's why I'm like, get your fucking lieutenant down here then. Since you the supervisor, I need somebody above you that got some sense and that can de-escalate this situation. And so I gave him a chance. I'm like, Blvd Baez, look, you're gonna be named. You're gonna be held accountable for this, because you're on camera. You're on camera saying that those charges were lawful. So you were just as good as putting the handcuffs on me yourself. So that's the thing that I'm trying to get accomplished with this department, is the leadership is lacking tremendously. You see, y'all saw the video how that chief reacted to me, and then I'm coming up. I'm gonna have File My Veteran make a video of all his interactions with the chief, and then compare that to my interactions with the chief, and I'm gonna let y'all decide what that was all about. But yeah, but like I said, no lieutenants on the night shift. You saw how that lieutenant that was the internal affairs lieutenant in that video was, how he never even looked me in my eyes. That's why I'm like, I don't want to talk to him, but I'm gonna be talking to his ass this week, so I'm gonna be on his ass this week. I'm gonna come up here and talk to him, and I'm gonna put his ass on the witness stand too. So everybody gonna get held accountable. But like I said, no leadership. You got these clowns hopping off the elevator and couldn't even give us 5 minutes of his time, but yet you came down there to try to check me for being on the elevator that we pay for. And then you went right back up after that. Like so you didn't even come down for no specific reason, but yet you wouldn't even give us the time of day to have a conversation about anything. It don't necessarily have to be about my situation. It could be just, I had a ton of questions to ask. What's up with your leadership around here? That's what I really want to know. That internal affairs lieutenant need to be gone if he don't do that quick. If he don't do a proper investigation on this situation, his ass need to be gone. Chief ass need to be gone. Booty bias ass need to be gone. I don't even want Pussy Patterson gone. I just know he made a mistake and he need to lose them stripes. Him and Coochie Crumb need to lose them stripes. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I know I'm a little animated right now, but obviously I'm upset. What's up, Mazanga? Me and Mazanga be talking about it. Shout out to Mazanga. Me and him got some stuff in the works too. I'm so excited about that. And yeah, like I said, hit that bow tie, that like button, and subscribe to File My Veteran. Subscribe to Mazanga. He got a clip. He put out the trailer as well of the handshake today, handcuffs come tomorrow. So he got a trailer already posted on his page. So go follow Mazanga Von Badman. That's my guy. And so let me see what y'all told the temperature looking like. Say, preach, brother. You said I'm dying over the nicknames. What's up, Head the Hoe? Yeah, I got nicknames for all they ass. I got a nickname for the chief too, but I'm gonna wait till the video drop before y'all know what that is. I got nicknames for everybody. Yeah. Hashtag BBN. Bow tie that notification bell as well. So you can get notifications on when the videos drop. Yeah, everything on camera. That's why I asked them. Is that camera working? What's the serial number on that camera? I try to remember everything that they was telling me. What's the cell number? All that. Let me see. They are all fake bitches in there. The chief proved it. Yeah. Weak as hell. How you gonna be the chief and you can't even, like, this man just got kidnapped and by your department and you can't even, what, I think you got arrested. No, I ain't get arrested. I got kidnapped, clown. That shit was cut and dry. Like, you can't even speak out about the First Amendment, the Constitution. Like, that wasn't constitutional what y'all did. No lieutenant, find out if there's a watch commander. So Booty Baez was the watch commander. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you the top guy on the shift and your last name is Baez? Booty Baez. That means you ass. What's going on, Heather Hope? A cop do research. Right? Yeah, I was asking for a lot, but shit, I'm like, y'all got me in this box. I'm gonna make y'all ass work tonight. I had the jailers working. I'm like, they wanted to get more than, because after he confirmed it, I was like, after he confirmed that it was lawful, quote unquote, I was like, all right, I'm gonna give you my name, my first, last name, and date of birth. That's all as far as I know, is I'm required to give you by law to identify myself. And they was like, no, we need your height, your weight, your work history, yo, past 5 residencies. I'm like, man, you crazy as hell. If I'm gonna, you think I'm gonna give you my address after you just kidnapped me? Y'all just stole my name and my date of birth right now under threat of physical harm. So why the fuck would I give you my address? So that we kind of have so the jailers were giving me hell because they wouldn't give me medical treatment. They wouldn't give me a phone call strictly because I wouldn't give them more information than I've already given them, which is in my mind all that I'm required to give them. I'm like, so if you think I'm required to give you more info than I've already given you, show me the law. That's all I've been asking the whole time I was down there. Show me the law that says that I broke it. Show me the law that says I got to give you more information. And they went that's another policy that I want to get changed on. And during this whole situation, that jailing process policy, they gonna have to start showing you what's going on with your charge. From the time you get into the cell, you should be walking in the cell with the charges that they charge you with, so you can read and start figuring out exactly what you did wrong for just so you won't do it again. If anything, legally, your driver's license is all the info they need. Well, I mean, as far as I know, just driver's license. With the information on your driver's license, probably gonna pull up your address and everything. But as far as I know, 38.02 is just name, date of birth, and maybe the address. You might be right about the address too. I think it is the address. Mazanga say you're gonna be running the old mashup show for tonight's live chat. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're doing a live chat probably in a few hours, right? Yeah, I'm on Discord too. Yeah, so hit Mazanga up on the Discord. I'm on the Discord. We're gonna be doing some podcasts. It was a few people that showed up for the meet and greet, but don't look like nobody else gonna be showing up. But I do appreciate the few people that did show up, and I'll try to do one again. Try to be a little more prepared and get notification ahead of time, because what I wanted to do was get the local businesses out here and let's do a little quick, just kind of show your business, pass on business cards, and just you kind of promote your business. While I think I'm a good promoter, so I just wanted everybody to come out and show some love, say hi, drop off a business card, promote your business and stuff like that. So I'll be doing something like this again soon. I was gonna rollerblade up here, but I thought it was gonna rain, so I didn't bother bringing my rollerblade. Actually, I do got the rollerblade. I should throw them on right now. But let me see what everybody talking about. Yeah, hashtag BBN. Hashtag no question about it. Hashtag always record police. Everybody I come across now, I'm like, hey, if you police pull up on you, better pull out that camera. Hashtag know your rights. Absolutely. Hashtag So I got a Discord a few weeks ago. Yeah, add me on the Discord. I'm on all platforms. No question about it. Same name. Say no address is needed, but we will check. Yeah, some people say it does. I ran across people that say they do. And me and what's his name? I had a discussion with one guy. We was kind of arguing about that 3802, and I'm like, if you have to be lawfully arrested, and he was like, no, if you're detained. I'm like, no, like, cause if that's the case, then if they suspect you of a crime, you still have to be arrested in order for you. So say like that night in question, if I got it, say I did impede, say I did get in the way of their duties and I impeded their investigation. So once they slap the cuffs on me, I still don't have to give them no ID at that point. You're not required to, by law, you're not required to produce ID until you get down to booking. So you can say what all you want, but until you're lawfully arrested, meaning you're down there and you're getting booked, you in handcuffs, and that's only at that point are you required to give them your information. And we kind of had a back and forth about that. It was funny that I'm like, I'm new to this. You should already know this, big dog. Let's see. Okay. Manny's 31313. That's my old area code, Detroit, Michigan, 313. Yeah, I'm gonna add you on the Discord. Um, yep. Kopimi. Yep, that's Mazanga's Discord. One of the people said, "You are a hero. You saved that car full of people and took that arrest for exercising freedom of press." Yeah, freedom of speech and freedom of press. And it's crazy because I was thinking like when I got in the car, I looked up. I'm like, "What them boys that I know they pulled out their cameras, right? Right?" I looked, man, them boys was ooh. Their ass was long gone by the time I got in the car. I'm like, damn, they peeled out quick. And I'm like, man, that shit would have been classic if they would have been like, soon as he would have, because you know, if you look, you hear Pussy Patterson say, go give them back their stuff. There, let them go. He's going to jail. And so my man go back, Coochie Crumb go back over there to hand them their stuff. And and so I didn't see what happened after he handed them their stuff. So I don't know. I didn't know if they had left or not. But I'm like, that shit would have been classic if they would have been like, "Oh, we're free to go. Well, shit, we're free to stay." And then hop up out the whip and start recording my situation. That shit would have been classic. I'm like, man, I knew I taught y'all. I knew y'all taught y'all boys something. That shit would have been classic. I'd have loved to see something like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. One of the people said how was narrating to us interference, right? I never even admitted that I was talking. I even got it on the camera inside the car that I said in the camera inside the car on the way to the jail. I said I'm narrating to my viewers about what's going on this stop. You can't stop my free speech, man. You can't criminalize free speech. So I'm not even concerned about this. Yeah, I heard. I expected that. I wasn't tripping about them young guys. They was probably happy. Like, man, he probably did. I ain't no telling what they had going on, what them guys was about to do. That's probably why they was so mad when I came on the scene with that camera. Cause you could tell Pussy Patterson. You could just look at his body language on that video. You can tell that he was not happy that I was there because he kept looking over. I'm like, dude, I'm just standing here with a camera. This ain't the first time you seen me. You ain't never seen me run up on no cop and hit him over the head. And you ain't never seen me do nothing but I was observing report. And if I see a violation, I'm going to call that shit out. You're going to see plenty of, if you look through my videos, you see plenty of instances where I'm seeing somebody getting their rights violated, or the Sandra Bland Act is getting beat over the head because you pulling this lady up out of her car, searching her car off for a busted tail light because you smelled a pack of, you saw a pack of what you thought was a marijuana bag, but you didn't see no marijuana in the bag. So how you know that there's no such thing as a marijuana bag? You know what I'm saying? You could put anything in them little bags. But yet you snatched this lady about her car, rambling through all her possessions because you saw a marijuana wrapper. Like, come on, man! Like, you violating the Sandra Bland Act. You can't pull him over for a tail light, and all of a sudden now you trying to create a whole nother crime by going through this lady vehicle. This a hard-working lady. So when I see shit like that, I'm gonna call that shit out, and I'm gonna put your ass on blast every single time. I'll go to jail every single time for that, easily. Mazanga said the legal time ordinance and the missing part D of the real law. Yeah, so the ordinance that they charged me with, it mirrors the state law, but it doesn't have the part that helps me, which is section D in the state law that says speech alone is a defense to the charge. So that's not in the ordinance. So obviously the ordinance is unconstitutional because you can't criminalize free speech. But we already got that in the motion. We got that in motion to try to get that law changed or taken off because it hadn't been updated since the 80s. So one of the people said delete laws on YouTube, wealth of knowledge. Yeah, she said you heard crickets from them boys you saved. Yeah, I expected them to. I wasn't really expecting them to kind of help me out on that. But let me see. Dragonette Transparency almost got what? Dragonette Transparency. She usually be very conservative on her watches. She she's very mild mannered, and damn, that's crazy. She almost got arrested. That's like I said, man. Anybody with cameras, they coming for it's an attack on the Constitution. That's basically what it is. They trying to stop all of our rights. They want you to just get on your knees and comply, comply, comply. Take the shot. Here, do this, do this, do that, do that, and don't ask questions. No, that's why I name myself No Question About It, because I ain't answering no questions, but I'm asking all the questions. Um, Dang, that's crazy that Dragon That Transparency almost got arrested on Christmas Eve. That's crazy. Thank you, Heather, for letting me know. I hadn't really been following too many or watching too many videos lately. Let me see. Mazanga said, ah! Yes, sir. um, Let me see. What else y'all talking about? They are the biggest assholes, man. And them donkey dicks sandwiches suck. Donkey dick. I'm assuming you want to say donkey dick. Some of the bitches suck big time. And in the smell, yowza. Let me see. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit the bow tie that like button for me. Let me see what else. What else y'all talking about? Yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm glad we had this discussion because that's some things I wanted to get off my chest. Let me see. Yeah, but that's crazy. DJ K. Dot just won an obstruction case in Denver because interference and obstruction. It has to be a physical element. Absolutely, it has to be a physical element, and that's what I done had plenty of even more crazy. I don't know if y'all seen my videos. Go watch that one. Wait till y'all see the one that I'm gonna drop. That's why I can't wait till y'all get FMV subscribers up, because it's gonna be, y'all gonna be like, whoa, that shit crazy that you had to go through. I'm gonna kind of put together a lot of different situations that I had with one specific cop, and and he been trying to get me for a while. But you gonna see that in that video once I drop it. But yeah, it has to be physical. There has to be a physical element in order for interference. It's not my job to help you keep your concentration on a situation. That's solely your responsibility. So if that's the case, then anybody could get arrested. You could be walking past a stop, and the cop just happen to take his eyes off of his situation to look at you walking by him. Now you're committing the crime because you took his attention. That's exactly what he said on the night in question. He said, you're taking my attention away from my job. That's your fucking job to keep your concentration on your job. I can say whatever the fuck I want because I got free speech in this country. I think you are on top chat, not live chat. Awesome. Talk from the heart, bro. What you mean by top chat versus live chat? Right, his ADD isn't your problem. Exactly. Like if you have an attention deficit disorder, then you need to go take your fucking meds. Flat out. No question about it. That's crazy though. Big B Nation, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm definitely feeling the love, man. I'm glad y'all tuned in with me and chopped it up with me. Yes, bow tie that like button for me and hit that subscribe, that notification bell if you don't already got it set up, because I'll be dropping all kind of stuff. And make sure y'all pay attention to my community posts too. I'll be putting out a lot of good information out there and just kind of trying to help out. Be at the hall speaking about trying to get that law taken off the books or changed. So we are going to be speaking. So I'm gonna need y'all to flood the. I'm gonna post a link for the city council's their live stream. So all of it's. I'm gonna be live as well, but I need y'all to tap into the city council's live stream, and flood them, hit them with the BBN hashtag BBNs. Start voicing y'all concerns and redressing your grievances. Start start putting in some of the conversations we having right now about this. Start just typing that stuff in the comments, letting them know that I'm not the only one that's here. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody to be there. I'm gonna definitely post a link and keep reminding y'all about it. But we already got a team of people that's gonna speak about it. So I'm not concerned about how many people we get, but we're gonna have a lot of people coming up there to speak about the Constitution and the First Amendment and getting that and why that ordinance is unconstitutional. So I'm excited for that. It'll be my kind of like my first time. I went to a city hall meeting before about a couple months ago, and it was very interesting to see how it all worked, how it all, the procedures and stuff that they go through. So, but this will be the first time that I'm actually going to be speaking at a city hall meeting. So I'm excited for it, and I hope that all of y'all gonna be there because I'm gonna probably be posting that stuff. I'm gonna be on my live just like this, speaking in city hall. I'm gonna probably put it on the desk, but I'm gonna have my stuff on live. But they also gonna have a live feed in the actual city hall, and that's the one that I want y'all to tap into so y'all can let them know. Start redressing your grievances, redressing even now. Start contacting the city council, all the city council members. Start contacting the chief of police, asking him why haven't he spoke out about this situation, and why he's not taking the city serious, why he's not taking the public serious. It don't make no sense for somebody to get kidnapped off your city streets and you not address it. They just put out, it wasn't even a statement from him. It was just a statement from the department as a whole. Had nothing to do with the chief. The chief never addressed it. You got all this big old conference room that we pay for, got all kind of banners in there. You walk by it every day, all day. You can go up in there for 5 minutes and make a statement about what you think happened or transpired, whether you think it was lawful or not, but to at least quell the concerns of the citizens, because that could have happened to any one of us on the stop. As that ordinance is unconstitutional. That means that anybody can walk by and distract the officer. Now he has a reason to arrest you, and that's subjective when they they not just gonna do that to anybody. Those laws are morally enforced on black and brown people. So I honestly feel if I was white, I would have never got arrested that night. I'm gonna keep that shit 100%. And I know I believe that race definitely had a play in that situation, and I'm gonna just be 100% about it. So those laws are not only unconstitutional, but they're selectively enforced on minorities. Let me see. I'm gonna post all the links. Y'all gonna get all the links, all the channels to redress your grievances. I'm gonna have a post. I'm gonna be flooding y'all with links and posts that y'all need to so y'all can address people. Links for relevant social media addresses for redress will be available soon. I appreciate you, Mazanga. They make everything your problem. That's their method. Yep, that's exactly what they do. Kibo, when you hit the Discord, message me and I'll give you permissions. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy. I wish I was live that night. That would have been crazy if I was live, because I usually be live. I was so mad that I wasn't live when that happened. I'm like, man, I wouldn't have stayed in there for 12 hours if I was live when that happened, because I know Big B Nation would have been, hey, what calling down to the station? What the fuck going on? Why y'all got no question about it up in there? They like, who the fuck is no question about it? The one you just kidnapped. That's who. I know Big B Nation would have been on their phone. I probably wouldn't have been stayed up in there for about an hour. If I was live, I wouldn't have stayed up in there for no 12 hours. I can promise you that, because that shit would have flooded out the whole airways. Everybody would have been calling down to KBD, waking everybody up. Get your ass up. Y'all need to address this shit. Where that lieutenant that's supposed to have been down there all nights? Bow tie that like button for me. Put a bow tie on that notification bell as well. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with me, You hit the like button on the way out the door. I guess ain't nobody else coming up here. What time is it? So yeah, it's about 11, a little bit past 11. So I don't seem like nobody else is coming, but I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate all the support that y'all been giving me. That's why I've been going live a lot, because I want y'all with me every step of the way. Like I said, this week I got from some few public records requests. I got the cereal box video gonna be coming with that record request, and y'all gonna be live with me when I come up in there with that cereal box with all my stuff that I want. I want all my cameras. I'm gonna tell you like this: hashtag all my cameras. What else we gonna be doing this week? So we're gonna be getting together about the city council. We're gonna get our records set up. We're gonna get the council set up, and there's a few other things that we're gonna be doing. But I got some good content coming, so definitely stay tuned. And I know I ain't been really putting out no videos lately, but I appreciate y'all sticking with me. But I definitely got some good content gonna be coming out all this week. Say it's hard to disagree. One of the people said it's hard to disagree with you. Not a lot of black people in using the First Amendment in Texas is using the First Amendment in Texas. Quite a few white people in Texas though. I'm kind of surprised they've been quiet. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. But Ernestine said lieutenant needed on night shift. Absolutely, because they got nothing. Obviously, they got bozos that's sitting around. Like I don't know if y'all seen my videos, but I'm literally out there damn near every night. You know what I'm saying? So I know damn near all the night shifts. So I see what happens. I see the pretextual stops. I see the bias policing. I see the rights violations. That's why I'm always getting into it. And I think that had a really good play into why I got arrested, because I'm checking everybody that I see fucking up. You're not just gonna sit here in front of me when I got a live camera on your ass and you still gonna do your job wrong. And you think I'm not gonna say nothing when you doing your job wrong to my people? That shit ain't gonna cut it, buddy. You're gonna have to get your motherfucking act right when you see that camera and you see no question, you see that fucking bow tie. I don't even know if y'all knew I had a bow tie on that night I got arrested. Like, how the fuck you gonna arrest a black man with a bow tie on standing on the public sidewalk in America in the all black community? Like, how does that make you look, Pussy Patterson? One of the people say you come across as extremely genuine. We really need to stand together. We definitely need to stand together, man, because at the end of the day, it's not really about black or white. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about that, because the system don't give a fuck what color you is. All they care about is green. Once you get into the system, you are officially a cash cow. That's the only thing they really care about. So that's the reason why they got the reaction. They're getting the reaction they are getting, or they're giving the reaction that they're giving, because they know that I got them by their fucking balls. Like, you fucked up. And it's gonna cost the city. It's gonna cost people. It's gonna cost people their jobs. It's gonna cost people money. Like, and it's gonna cost taxpayers money. They're not gonna be happy with that shit. So that's why I'm getting the reaction that I'm getting, and that's why. But you fucking up. Why not just own it? You fucked up. Why not just come out? Hey man, I seen what happened to you. He could have squashed that shit in the elevator. He could have made everything 100% better in that elevator. Like, look, man, yeah, you the one that got kidnapped that night, right? Yeah, man, I think they might have overstepped their bounds. I'm definitely gonna do my due diligence to investigate and find out exactly what went well or what went wrong. And we all can, if you want, we can have a sit down and you can record. You can do your live video. That's all I want is accountability. That's all I've been preaching about in all my videos. You're gonna hear me talk about accountability and professionalism. That's all we can ask for as the people. And he could have squashed a lot of bad vibes that on that elevator, but he chose to be a dickhead, fucking milk dud head ass, chose to be smug and condescending, and then gonna tell me because I got off the elevator on my own free will that, yeah, we put you in your place, we put you where you needed to be. I don't know if y'all caught that. He said we put you where you needed to be. What do you mean? I can go right back on the elevator if I want. It don't say restricted access, milk the head ass boy. I should have roasted his dad. That's what I should have did. I wasn't thinking about it because, like I said, he really caught me off guard. But I should have flamed his ass up right there on that elevator. Like, boy, get your ass. I should have put him at attention. Stand at attention when the boss is in your presence. You better put some respect on my name. Stand at attention. I'm gonna give your ass a uniform inspection next time I see you. That's what I'm gonna do on my next video when I see his ass. When I'm gonna record me making the appointment to see the chief, and when I see his ass, we're gonna do a uniform inspection. Stand at attention, chief. Badge number 400. Let me give your ass a uniform inspection. McDuck head ass. I should have flamed him up. One of the people say like if that car was free to go, they were free to stay, and they should have recorded you being violated. You're absolutely right, but that's why I'm out there, to inform them. They not informed of their rights. That's my whole sole purpose of being out there, so these young guys can know. That's why I'm putting this information out to the social media webs. That's why TikTok. That's why that shit flying so hard on TikTok, because these young boys they need that they need that content. They need to see how this shit plays out. They need to see how you should react when accosted by police. Bow tie that like button for me. They need to see that shit in action. That's why I learned so much. That's why the Killeen Daily Herald asked me, do you have a what they asked me? Do you have a background in criminal justice? No, I just fucking read. I watch the laws in action when these fucking rogue ass cops brutalizing and violating people's rights all across the country. It's kind of hard not to fucking know what the law is when you see the law getting broken damn near every fucking day. Yeah, I bet you that matter of fact, let's go in there and see. I thought about that too. That was a good question. Mazangi said, I bet that elevator says no access now. We about to find out. I was thinking about that too, but I didn't think about it when I got here. I'm like, I bet you that shit say restricted access now. We about to go see. Let's go see what it says. That shit funny as hell. Bow tie that like button real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I should have roasted his ass up in the elevator, boy. But like I said, it caught me off guard. Like, he was surprised, I was surprised. When I saw them stars, in the military, the first thing we do when we see somebody in uniform is we look at their rank. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at his sleeve, and the first thing I saw on the sleeve was the stars. So, well, no, they ain't did it yet, but that's probably because of the holidays. But it's still the same. You know what I'm saying? Everything's still the same. Let me go up on here. So this is the scene of the crime. So like I said, it says staff restricted access on this side, but that's just on that side. So everything right here is fair game. There's public access right here. So let me see if it'll let me go up to any. So okay, so I guess it's once you push something on the elevator, it won't take you up there on this side. I guess you have to probably swipe some, probably have to push that in order for it to work. Because when I push the button, it don't do anything. So you probably have to like hit that in order for it to grant access to go to another floor. So this is as far as the public access goes. It's just getting into the elevator, but all the other floors are more than likely restricted access. So, but yeah, let me see what the temperature looking like. Yeah, I would have thought they would have changed it by now. I guess it's because of the holidays, everybody home. But I mean, they can't change it because, like I said, it's it is what it is already. You can't just do it just because I got on the elevator and checked your milk dud head ass chief. You would get your chance for a big pig smoking for sure. Time is on your side and patience is the virtue. I definitely agree with that. I appreciate the words. It's about these bogus laws still on the books to use against the public. Yeah. Definitely. They got it's a slew of them. I'm trying to get all them motherfuckers wiped off. You know, I'm gonna be. It's kind of giving me the idea to start getting into some really some full blown activism. To be honest, has really inspired me to do more for my people instead of just out there recording police, which is I believe is very fruitful and is very needed in this community and needed in all communities. But I definitely want to get into some other things outside of you know um recording the police because I feel like I need to be around. You know what I'm saying? I can't get out there and die. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit could have happened that night. I could have got out there and got my ass killed for some fuckery. They did that shit to me, bro. That shit was not fucking cool, man. They suck it. They fucking kidnapped me. That shit just for fucking opening my mouth. That shit was not fucking cool, man. That shit was not fucking cool, but they gonna fucking be held accountable for that shit. I promise you that shit. They gonna be they gonna be held accountable. They gonna be held 100% accountable from the top down. I promise you that shit. I promise you. Um, shit, I'll never look at Milk Duds the same. Man, I'm so glad y'all here with me on this journey, man. This shit been very, like, obviously it's been emotional for me, but you guys have been very supportive, and really been helping me out through this process with the knowledge. Everybody in the comments like you did good. You know, you held your own. Sorry, y'all, need to get it together. But yeah, you guys have been very supportive of me, and I'm very, 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 very grateful. Um, I'm very grateful. See, I never look at Milk Duds the same. Hell nah, big fucking Milk Dud head ass. That's why I got nick. That ain't even the nickname I got for him though. Y'all gonna see the nickname in the next video. But sorry, I don't mean to get too emotional on y'all. I'm a very emotional person though. Hit the bow tie that like button for me. Yeah, probably got a bunch of cops in here watching my shit right now. Probably Pussy Patterson watching this right now. Yeah, he could have blown smoke for sure, but he didn't. He chose to be a fucking Milk Dud head. He chose to be a fucking dickhead on during that situation. Like you could have just blew smoke, like you said, blew some smoke up our ass. Like, yeah, we're gonna address it in due time. We're not gonna talk about the details, but you know, we will be if any wrongdoing, we will hold ourselves accountable. That's all you had to say. You ain't got to be saying too much detail. Just fucking let us know that you know what's going on and you're it's gonna get taken care of. That's all we really want to know. You ain't even came out and said nothing. He is 100% real. No question about it. Talk the talk and walk the walk. My brother. Hell yeah, Mazanga. Definitely. I appreciate you. Appreciate your kind words. Why not? If I'm holding y'all accountable, I gotta start with myself first. I gotta hold myself accountable. I gotta make sure I know these laws. I gotta make sure I'm not telling nobody the wrong information. I gotta make sure I'm open to ridicule. I gotta make sure that I'm willing to ridicule somebody else if need be, and not be afraid of it. Even though you got a badge and a gun, at the end of the day, you work for other people. So you're gonna be held accountable for your actions. I don't care what you got to say about it. I don't care about your fucking ego. Y'all gonna see my videos. Y'all go through my little videos. You're gonna be like, damn, he got arrested for saying that. He be going hard on his other video. They should have been arrested his ass if that's the case. That's crazy. Zanga said I would have fucking lost it. Hell yeah, that's that. But it's important that you keep a calm demeanor, and because if I would have tensed up any little bit, I'd have been on my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? So I had you got to verbalize. I'm not gonna resist. I'm not resisting. Even if they say you are, stop tensing up. They like to say they like to do the same thing. That's why it's important. You do the same thing that they do, because they try to when things like that go, it can go wrong quick. They'll make up some shit. Oh, you're why you stop tensing up, and next thing you know, that gives them reason to slam you on your fucking head. So it's important that you do the exact same thing. That's why they call me no question about it, because you asked all the fucking questions. As soon as he grabbed my arm, all right, he grabbing me. I know y'all peeped the camera work too, because I like check out the camera work when he walked up on me, when I asked him, "Are you intimidating me?" Just check all the little details of the camera work. I was working that camera. I made sure that everything was documented and recorded. And even when he grabbed my arm, I had to use one arm to kind of flip the camera. I had to flip the camera view. I was so happy that I did, because a lot of that stuff wouldn't have got it on camera. But even though I still was voicing it, that's why it's important when you get accosted and you're getting ready to get arrested, you start asking questions. Why are you doing this? Are you saying because I said something? You start to verbalize all that stuff, so that when it gets played out in court, there's no question about it, about what transpired during that transaction. He asked you guys, was it your speech that caused the interference? And you both confirmed yes, but yet on the police report you're saying, oh, he was too close. Well, you didn't say nothing about when he got to his spot. You can hear the guy say, thank you, fantastic. Even though I didn't go to the spot that he told me to go to, but the reason I didn't was because that was private property. I'm not gonna go stand on somebody's private property so you can have another reason to trump up some charges. I'm gonna get to a safe distance on the public sidewalk, and that's what I did. As soon as I got to the spot, you could hear Coochie Crump say, fantastic, thank you. And neither one of them had an objection to where I was at. So if they try to come into court saying some fuckery about where I was at was the one that caused the interference, they gonna be bogus, because it's documented objective evidence that you both confirmed when I asked that question. Is it speech alone? Is my speech is what caused the interference? Yes, you're taking my attention off of the man. Fuck your attention. You take your meds. That's what you need to do. So it's important that you ask questions and document their logic and their frame of mind about why they're doing it, and their reasoning about why they're doing the things that they're doing. It's important. That's why you hear me say deprivation of rights. I was surprised that I even said that. I'm like, damn, I looked at the video. I'm like, damn, I said that. I was on point with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm calling out every crime they committing it as they are committing it. I said deprivation of rights under the color of law. That's US Code 18 USC 242. 18 USC 242, deprivation of rights under the color of law. And they also committed conspiracy, which is 241, 18 USC 241, conspiracy to commit deprivation of rights under the color of law. Y'all don't know if y'all know what under the color of law means. That means in the course of your duties as a law enforcement, you're committing a crime under the color of law, deprivation of my rights. You're depriving me of my right to record you and of my right to free speech. You're depriving me of that. That is a federal crime, and I'm gonna have that video too. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get with the because I gotta go out to Austin to file those charges. So I'm gonna get with my man's the Django ATX. That's another reason why I've been kind of feeding him my stuff, because we about to do some work with each other. I'm gonna be putting out my few of my installments of that handshake today, handcuffs tomorrow. I'm gonna put out a couple of installments on his platform, the Django ATX. So find him on YouTube and start getting his numbers up, because we gonna be doing some work. I'm gonna do a video with him about going into the federal court. I mean the federal building in Austin to file those 241, 242 charges, deprivation of rights under the color of law. So yeah, like you said, I was verbalizing everything. You know, you gotta verbalize everything. Oh, deprivation of rights under the color of law. You can hear them say like, huh? What do you? No, it was like, no, they ain't want no parts of that one. It was like, no. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you committing a federal crime. You know that, right? And that's when I said, I suggest you get your supervisor down here before you make a big mistake, fucking Crumb. And that's what I said. Crumb and Pussy Patterson, you get your supervisor down. Then he showed me his sleeve. Oh, I am a supervisor. Well, shit, your ass need to be demoted, my nigga. For real, for real. So yeah, you call all that shit out. Oh, you going in my pockets? Why you going in my pockets? I don't consent to searches or seizures. You are under arrest. All right, well, I'm just letting you know I don't consent, and it's gonna be on camera that I don't consent. So when I hit your ass with that Fourth Amendment violation, then that's deprivation of rights of the Fourth Amendment. And then I hit their ass up, and then I couldn't believe I caught that on camera. Oh, you turning off my camera? You turn on my camera too? That's why I'm like, damn, how many rights violations are y'all gonna fucking do in these little 2 minutes? Fuck. Y'all doing a whole slew of fucking rights violations. Like, damn, you violating the first like 2-3 times over. You violating my fucking Fourth Amendment right 2-3 times over. You winning my phone. That's a violation of my Fourth Amendment. Because you gotta have, you could confiscate or you could seize the phone, but you gotta have a warrant to touch. You can't even touch the volume button without a warrant. And you damn sure can't take no info. You can't delete nothing or take no information off the phone without a second warrant. So y'all just violating all across the board right about now. And I couldn't believe I caught that part. I said, you turning my camera off too? He said, yep, I sure am. Fucking bonehead. Coochie Crumb. Bonehead. Coochie Crumb could have been like, look, man, let's de-escalate this shit. Because obviously Pussy Patterson had no intent on fucking de-escalating shit. Once I blew up his ego, I called out his intimidation attempt and I scoffed at his ID attempt. Because I'm still operating within the bounds of the law. So and when it's all getting in court, I'm not concerned about taking the ride. I'll take the ride because at the end of the day, I'm following the law. And you are breaking the law while trying to say that I'm committing a crime. So it's important that you call all that shit out while it's happening. Because when it get in court, that's what's going to be key. The best, and like I said, I should have had more cameras. Like I wish I was number one. I wish I was live. I wish I would have had a body camera on, and I wish I would have had a third camera with me, so, or at least a video recorder in my pocket or something, so that's just more time before they get to those devices that I can have objective evidence. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here doing this type of stuff, you want to pick up a camera, you better have more than just one. So that's my advice going forward. You ain't gonna see me out there doing this again without at least 3 cameras. So if anybody want to donate a camera, or send me one of y'all old cell phones or something, hit my email, and I'll be more than happy to take it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, watch that trailer for the handshake. Yeah, hell yeah, that's a good. You're gonna love that trailer, but y'all definitely gonna love the video for sure. Mazanga said, yes, you worked it like a pro and had awesome shot composition under the conditions. You goddamn right. I should get a journalistic award for that one right there, because I was working that fucking camera, boy, for sure. Let me see. Thank you, Ernestine. I appreciate you guys. I think she said, we appreciate you. Yes, I definitely appreciate you. God be with you. He will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. Psalms 91 through 111. Mazanga say, never say sorry for being real and in the moment. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely got a little emotional. But, like you said, it's all 100% me. I ain't trying to fake the funk. No, it was not, and they will pay, bro. You stay strong, my brother. Yes, I sure will. All right, y'all. So yeah, go ahead and bow tie that like button, and like I said, hit up the F5 Mount Veteran, hit up the Django ATX. Start subscribing because I'm not gonna be putting too much content out through my channel because I know all the cops, all the council people is watching. I know y'all watching, so if y'all want to see my content, go holler at my mans. Go holler at my man's FMV. Go holler at my man's the Django. Go holler at my man's News Now. Go holler at Horizon. I'm ready to work with any and all people that's wanna get on board and support this movement. So I'm gonna be shooting out content. I wanna work with you guys. I wanna do some cop watching. I wanna do some audits. I wanna do all kind of stuff. I'm ready to work with everybody. And I'm more motivated than ever. So this is the best time. While I got a lot of attention on this, I can help everybody other channels. That's why I'm putting out this content, because I appreciate what everybody's doing for me, and that's my way of giving back by putting my content out through these other channels of people that surround me, Big B Nation, that's helping me out through this process. And I know like a lot of attention is on me right now, so I'm kind of deviating and taking some of the attention off my channel and bringing eyes to other people's channels and their situations that they're going through, because I'm not the only one that's going through this. So if I can help somebody get eyes on their attention in this process, then that's what I want to do. So anybody that's ready to work, I'm ready to do some podcasts. Like, that's why I said I'm not doing no more interviews with mainstream media. I'm ready to do some podcasts. I'm ready to do some panels. I don't really care too much for the drama panels, but we get on here and talk about some of these laws and some things that we can do when we as to come together and enact some change in this state and in this country. If you down with the same, if you down with my cause, if you down with Big B Nation and what we got going on, you already know the email. No question about it at gmail.com. Send me a message. I'm more than happy to work with anybody that's down with it. So I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time, but shit, it's starting to feel good out here now. I should have got on the rollerblades, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button on the bow tie that like button on the way out the door. This is no question about it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I know I took up a lot of y'all time on a Sunday. I hope y'all had a good Christmas and everything. And I'm gonna probably put out a video tonight or tomorrow. But so I'm gonna go home and do some research and work on that. But thanks for tuning in. No question about it. Big B Nation in the building, always with me. And I'm out.